What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm making a beta review video. I just want to talk a little bit about the beta, unscripted, just my thoughts. I'm going to try to go through each category essentially really quick, but overall I think the beta was great. 8 out of 10 easily. I know some people are tweaking about certain stuff in the game, and just to start off, minimap, it should be like how it has been for a decade. I hope they change it. They've talked about how they don't want to punish people for using their guns, even though people put suppressors on their guns to counter that. It makes zero sense. It's catering to the casuals. We've seen it in ModernWarfare 2019. It's not changing, but if it does, I would be happy. That's the number one gripe I have with this game, is the minimap. The second gripe I have is the dead silence not being a perk, but we know how that goes. They changed it from a perk to a field upgrade in 2019, and then in 2022 ModernWarfare 2 they changed the field upgrade to have an animation that you can't shoot through, or accurately shoot through, and it makes noise, so it gives away your position anyway. And even if you can get it off and no one knows where you are, they can kind of sound whore you because it's not fully silent, so they hella nerfed dead silence. It's obvious that they want the casuals to be safe, whatever. I want it to be a perk, just like in Vanguard in every game ever. Same with the minimap, but those are the two main things that I don't like about this game. But if I could choose one or the other, I would choose the minimap being back. The next thing I wanted to talk about was visibility. This is probably going to be changed. Here's a clip. Streak comes down right in front of my face. I can't see anything. So it's the same thing with the grenades. If someone throws a grenade in your face, you survive, you still can't see. I want them to turn it down, make it so we can see a little bit more, at least 70% more, or 50. Because holy cow, like, you do a streak on like an area and it's basically a free smoke grenade. Like, no one can see shit. And then another thing that I wanted to talk about on top of this was the perk system. They increased the charge up system, and I was going to make a video about like a beta review last week and talking about the changes that they made from week 1 going into week 2, but I just waited. They tuned down the perks. They made it extremely fast. You get it in like 2 minutes for the first perk, and honestly it's not even that bad now, but obviously I would want it to be instant. I think they should just get rid of the timing system in general, but if they don't go ahead with that, I would like them to increase it just a little bit more. But other than that, I think it's in a decent place. They've made good changes, but I honestly don't think they're going to get rid of the system. I think the minimap, dead silence, and the perk system are all going to be something like in Cold War, where you have the worst score streak system in existence. But speaking of score streaks, we're going to talk about streaks now. Streaks are good in this game. You can make kill streaks into score streaks. It's pretty good. I would like it where you could cycle through streaks. So let's say you have a UAV, counter UAV, and a VTOL. If you get the VTOL, I would love if you could cycle back and get the UAV again in the same life. That would make going for nukes and high kill games really fun, just like you could back in the day. But streak system, the streaks are good. I use the gunship, the chopper gunner, the juggernaut. They're all good. The chopper gunner was bugged, but they're gonna fix that. So I think we're chilling with the streaks this year. They're not too shit and they're not too good. I think they're in a good place. The next thing is maps, spawns, and modes. The spawns felt kind of iffy sometimes, but that could be a thing of you don't know where people are because of the minimap. It could be because of the squad spawns, or it could be because of it being the beta and these maps haven't really been tested to the extent that, you know, beta testing can really give you the data on making the spawns better. So we'll wait to see how spawns are when the game comes out. I'm not going to really like talk too much. I didn't really have that much issues except on the hotel map. That map on Dom is holy shit. It flip-flops. It plays like Strike Zone from Ghost. But the maps in general, I think they're good. I think they're way better than any ModernWarfare 2019 map. The only map that can contest that is Gunrunner, and I'm talking about launch maps. But I think if a lot of the maps are like these, and they're straightforward and they're not too complicated, but there's a lot of variety in sizes, where we have a map like Museum where it's a little bit too big in my opinion. I would take away the field area. But if we have, you know, mix of maps, kind of like ModernWarfare 2 has 3-lane maps that are direct, but they have complicated maps that also flow a little bit better. If we can have a map pool that's like the original ModernWarfare 2 plus the ModernWarfare 2 map pool coming into the game, I think we'll be in for a good year. But for the maps that we played in the beta, I thought they were good. We just have to wait till the full game comes out to see how the other maps are, because they could have thrown all their good eggs in this basket. Next thing is gunplay. It's the ModernWarfare 2019 gunplay. It's the best gunplay in COD. Guns feel good. It's great. That's all I gotta say. The last thing I want to talk about was progression. I'm gonna make a full video on this if I think they're gonna increase the levels from the beta to launch. So look out for that in a future video. But just a small little talk about it here. I think the progression is good. I saw a lot of people tweaking over their gunsmith system of how you have to use a certain gun to get another gun to get another gun. And the fact that you have to use a certain gun to get a certain attachment. I think all those confusion and all that stuff will be thrown away if they do what I'm about to say right now. When you select an attachment, whether you have it unlocked or locked, it should say on the top left, unlocked by using X gun and getting it to X level, or if it's locked, saying unlocked by using X gun to X level, right? It should tell you how to get that attachment so it clears the air and makes it more straightforward. Because pretty much for like the best gun builds that I've seen on Twitter or YouTube, I haven't seen anyone that has done what I've done where they make a video saying here's the attachments to use, and not only do that but say how you get those attachments. I've not seen a single person do that. If they can make it so I don't have to do that and the game does it for you, I think a lot of people will turn their head around and, you know, come around to the progression system. And in terms of like the leveling time and how fast it takes, it feels like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, where you have those, you know, some guns had 18 levels in those games. It felt fast, but with that progression video that I'm going to be making, we're going to discuss, you know, how camos could tie into that, because camos have been locked behind levels. So stay tuned for that video. But that's all I wanted to talk about for the beta. I think Modern Warfare 2 is good. I think overall, you know, as a base game with its foundation, this is the best Call of Duty since Black Ops 3. But make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. A lot of you guys have been watching my videos but don't subscribe, so just make sure if you enjoy this content, hit that sub button. But anyway, guys, have a good one.